Greetings to all fellow Pokemon fans out there. Today, guys, I'm gonna teach you on how to set up, run and play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl into your PC. So if you have a decent PC and want to play this game into your PC because you don't have a Switch, then please do watch this guide because I'm gonna teach you everything you need to get started. So first of all, is that you will need to have all of the files that I've highlighted here in my desktop. And also, you will need to install the latest build of Yuzu Emulator. So as of recording this video, the latest build of Yuzu Emulator is version 1.1706. And for those who don't know what is Yuzu Emulator, it is a Nintendo Switch emulator. It is capable of playing Nintendo Switch games in your PC as long as you have all these files here installed in Yuzu Emulator. And I'm just going to show you guys that I have Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl. They are both in version 1.3.0. and they are in XCF file type. And also, these are the game files of the game. They are in XCF file type. This is really important because this is the file type that Yuzu Emulator will be able to detect. But first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Yuzu Emulator officially. And to do that, just open a web browser. I type into the Google search Yuzu Emulator. Hit search. Then go to yuzuemulator.org. That is their official website. Now click on the download button. The next step is to go to the Android section. So if you're ever interested in playing this game into your Android phone, you can do that now, but as long as it is the latest and most powerful Android 11 or higher mobile device. There are two versions of Yuzu Emulator, which is true for Windows, Linux, and Android, the free version of Yuzu and the early access version. The early access version will require you to pay one time, and that will help the developers massively in developing Yuzu Emulator, and you'll gain an early access update a week or two than the free version. So if you can wait a week or two of an update, the free version is just fine for you to install. And for those who are in Linux, all you have to do is just click on this icon here to download the latest build. And for those who are in Windows, this icon is wherein you will download it, or click on the download for Windows 64 button here. So since I have already installed Yuzu Emulator into my Windows 11 PC, so I'm just going to skip on this part because the download and installation process for this is really easy to do and is really straightforward and that anyone can do this. So any newbie can do this. So go ahead, click on it, download it now, and be sure to install it into your PC. So I'm just going to minimize this and I'm just going to assume that you have already installed Yuzu Emulator. So go ahead, open Yuzu Emulator now, run it. And it's time to install some files in Yuzu Emulator so that it'll be able to play Switch games. So what are those files? So those files are the files that I have here highlighted. So these are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. Both should be in version 17 so that it'll be able to detect and play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, all of the previously released Switch games and to be released Switch games. And you will also need the XCF file format of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and the updates in XCI or NSB file format so that Yuzu Emulator will be able to detect and play those games. So now, if you're asking me on how to get all these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console, which you have fully modded and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can now fully access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on the system files, all you have to do is just copy all of the keys and the firmware file of the Switch. And once you have copied all of that, just transfer them into your PC. Now, in order for you to get the game, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally. Own the physical copy of the game. Purchase the physical copy of the game from a physical store, or you buy it from the eShop. And once you have done that, and that you legally own them, you can now digitally back up those games into an XCI or NSB file format, just like mine here. So, for those who don't own a Switch but want to try out this game but don't know where to get all these files here, to get them is just follow this QR code here that I will put in the screen, scan it with your QR code reader into your mobile phone so that you'll be redirected to the page wherein you can visit and get a copy of the files that I have highlighted here in the desktop. So once you are in the site, be sure to check out the entirety of the website and get each copy of these files and transfer them into your Android phone or into your PC. And I'm just going to assume now that you have a copy of all these files now, so it's time to install them to your Yuzu Emulator. So go ahead, open Yuzu Emulator, go to File, open Yuzu folder, locate Keys folder and open that, then open the keys zip file in the desktop and just copy the product keys and title keys inside. So drag and drop or copy and paste them into this folder here, and if this is your first installation, then this folder should be empty. Once done, close in this. The next step is to install the firmware file of the Switch, so go to File, go to Open Yuzu folder, and locate NAND folder. NAND, click on that, System folder, Contents folder, and then Register folder. And all you have to do is just select all the firmware file in the desktop, select all the files that's inside in that firmware file, copy them and paste them into this folder here. This will copy all of the firmware file of the Switch now into your Yuzu emulator so that it will function as a Nintendo Switch into your PC. And again, this folder should be empty because it's your first installation. Once done, close in this. Now your Yuzu emulator now is capable of playing Switch games because you have installed the keys and the firmware file of the Switch. The next step now is to update your Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl into the latest version, which is version 1.3.0. And to update that, just go to File again, go to Install Files to NAND, and locate this folder here, which is in the desktop in my end. So I'm just going to open that folder, and then I'm just going to select on which version which I want to update first. So I'm just going to go for Brilliant Diamond, hit open. It will say that we'll have to install it, hit install, and it'll start to update the base game into the latest version, which is version 1.3.0. And once done, hit OK. So if you have both versions of the game, so go ahead and update Shining Pearl into the latest version. But I'm just going to skip on that part. Now the next step is to update Yuzu emulator into, optimize Yuzu emulator so that you'll be able to play these games with no issues at all, no graphical glitches, no black screens and crashes. And to do this, just go to emulation, go to configure, and in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here, okay? So these are my settings for general tab. So system tab, in system section, you can change this to whatever you like, but the core section should remain as it is. CPU set to auto, graphics set to Vulkan, best setting for this game. And also my resolution scale is set in 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC cannot handle that, then just revert back into 1x resolution. But for me, 2x resolution is the best. Now go to advanced. In here, just pause the video again and just copy my settings from here. And once you have copied my settings, go to audio settings. Settings is really simple, so be sure to copy that. In controls, I have connected my Pro Controller because it's much better to use a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard in playing Switch games. So if you ever have an Xbox or PlayStation controller, connect them here, map them up according to your liking, but the dead zone for both left and right sticks should be set in 20% so that there'll be no drifting into your playthroughs. Once you have done that, all you have to do is just click OK. And congratulations, your Yuzu emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Switch games into your PC, such as Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So a little bit of a disclaimer, I'll not be able to show you guys a gameplay of this game running into my PC because we all know how strict Nintendo is and they don't play well with this kind of content. That's why you can only see a few of this kind of video tutorials that are there that shows gameplay because Nintendo will just remove them. So I hope you guys do understand. That's why I can show you a gameplay, but I am willing to compromise a little bit. That's why I'm going to show you proof that this game is running once you follow all my steps, okay? So I'm just going to boot up into the title screen of the game to show you proof that this video tutorial is working. And once I am in the title screen, I'm just going to stop the emulation from there. And also, I'm just going to blur the screen from here and out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strikes into my channel. And guys, I hope you do understand. That's why I can't show you any gameplay at all. So the game is starting to boot up now. So yes, we are in the title screen. So I'm just going to stop the emulation from here. So as long as you have followed all the steps that I've shown you in this guide, you'll be able to get the game. You'll be able to optimize it to run it perfectly in Yuzu emulator. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.